Bit of a denim review today. These are the Ironheart IHXB01-25. If you're familiar with denim, you'll probably have come across the Ironheart brand. I really like them. Their marketing, their cuts, the fabrics that they use seem to be absolutely top notch. These are the first Ironheart jeans I've had, and these are super heavyweight. So these are 25 ounce. Ironheart are famed for their 21 ounce jeans, which is pretty heavy. Your regular jeans, sort of your Levi's on the high street, will probably be about 7 or 10 ounces. Your good quality selvage might be between 11 and 14, say. So these are super heavy, insanely heavy. But with that, there comes some beautiful depth to the colour and actually a lot of comfort. But we'll get into that in a minute. These jeans aren't new to me. They actually came to me sort of second hand. As I say, I've always liked the Ironheart brand. These are the first ones I've ever owned, but they are really expensive. And the pound to the Japanese yen, I think it is, hasn't been favourable. So they've gone up in price a little bit over the years. And I actually joined the Ironheart forum saying, well, I love heavy denim, I love Ironheart, but what would you recommend as maybe something a bit more cheap, a cheaper alternative? Universally, the guys on their forum said, don't go cheap, you'll regret it, you won't be happy until you own some Ironhearts, and once you own them, you'll understand why they're worth this price. Sort of £250, £300, it's big money for denim. Which I kind of agree with. You know, I sometimes when you want something, even if it's the most expensive thing, you won't be happy until you get it, so you might as well just save up and get what you wanted in the first place. Nonetheless, someone actually approached me on the forum and said, look, I bought these jeans, I can't break them in, I can't get them to fit me, do you want them? And I was like, well, what size are they? And they're 33 waist, they all come in 36 legs, so you need to cuff them or have them hemmed. But a 33 waist in a slim, tapered cut as these are, I thought, well, that sounds about the right size for me. This is perfect. And the guy was happy to post them from America for the price of shipping. Really grateful to him. Really nice guy. Everyone over there are super enthusiastic about denim. So this is how I came across these jeans. So really through a really nice story of real generosity and enthusiasm amongst other sort of denim fanatics. But onto the jeans. It is all about the fabric. The fabric is incredibly thick. You know, 25 ounce, it weighs a ton. But equally very soft, really comfortable and really breathable. So even through the summer months when I've worn these in rotation with other jeans, they aren't super hot. They're just really comfy. You can feel the weight on your hips, but you don't really get as hot as you think you would. They are really nice, breathable fabric. If I were to describe how they feel, it's almost like a sweatshirt material, that sort of like sort of jogging pants, sweatpants, you know, really soft, comfy, you know, comfort wear. It's insane how something so heavy can be this comfortable. Having said that, like the previous owner, these are snug in the waist for me, and they haven't broken in easily at all. So you've got to be careful with the tag size, because in other jeans I've gone down to 32 and stretched them out. These are 33. They're wearable, but they haven't given as much as I thought they would. So 25 ounce denim doesn't probably break in as easily as other denims. So looking over them, not all these fades are mine, but the way they fade is absolutely phenomenal. I'll get some close-ups in a minute, but the depth of the colour and then the highlighting of these fades, just, it's unbelievable. You know, one part you can have inky blue indigo, like really inky. I've never seen this colour on other denim anywhere. And then it sort of fades to a almost pristine white. The fades are just so beautiful on these jeans. So we'll come in for some close-ups in a minute. You can see the honeycombs starting on the back of the knees there, but just looking over the details. These jeans aren't packed with details. You've got the slight, the matched colour crescents and crests on the back pockets, so they'll pop through as the fades come through. You've got the equally matching colour W there for Works, so Works brand is what's behind Ironheart, I believe, and obviously a super heavy thick patch on the back here. They aren't packed with details, it is about the denim. On the front you've got all the components you'd expect. The previous owners managed to pop off the button whilst they tried to stretch them in, and replaced it with a hammered and a peened and sort of drilled penny, 1977. So that was kind of like a good omen to me, because that was my birth year, and sewn on with Kevlar thread, which I thought was cool. Ironheart Works branding on the buttons there, but inside, aside from perfect stitching and thick pocket liners, there's no real details. The studs are branded WKS for Works, but yeah, very simple but beautiful construction. On the left hand pocket here, there's a little internal pocket to hold a penknife. It's quite a cool feature. I personally carry a small Swiss Army knife in my fifth pocket typically, but a cool detail. The studs on the front are picking up a really nice patina. We'll come in for some close-ups in a minute, but they're picking up a nice sort of coppery patina, so I guess they're brass or copper. The fades, you'll see when we come in for close-ups, they're just exceptional. It's really beautiful. And on the back, not much more to see, but the pockets are lined, which obviously makes them super robust. So 25-ounce denim plus lining, then you've got your wallet tucked away in there. It's not going to go anywhere. So just to show you a comparison on the colours, yeah, the inky blue indigo is just exceptional. And just to compare it to, albeit some worn in Hyatt organic, they just don't have that depth of colour. Some worn in Levi's Selvage, again, that depth of colour, you just can't match these Ironhearts. They're absolutely fantastic. Right, so just before we go in for the details, I'll just say that I'll read you what it says on the website about the cut of these. These are really styled to be a sort of a return to traditional denim cuts. So this is a Beatle buster. It's got a higher rise in the waist, so that might be why the 33 waist is a slightly tougher fit, because it's actually coming up a little bit further up to your stomach. So maybe that's why it's a little bit harder to break in. And you've got a slim thigh and a taper from knee to cuff, giving a slim fitted look. So really nice. We'll come in for some close-ups. I'll show you them on, and then we'll wrap it up for some close-ups now. Obviously you've got the super thick patch. Nice bit of oil in that every now and again, keeps it looking nice. Coming down to the back pockets, you can see the wallet outline, highlights on all the corners, really beautiful, almost fading back to white when you've still got inky blue indigo. On the back pocket loop, amazing fades there. This join, the seam here, really thick, that sticks out probably, half an inch because of the thickness of the material and the several layers folded there. Down the seam and moving up to the honeycombs, really only just starting. Luckily my leg seems to bend pretty much in the same place as the guy who previously owned them. Then down to the cuffs at the very bottom. No stacking. I've done a sort of double cuff. Really, really thick. I've wondered about getting them hemmed instead at some points, but I kind of like the look. It isn't subtle, but really nice. Hopping over to the front. Oh, before we go to the front, just to show you the lined back pockets. Nice thick lining. You're not going to lose your wallet through that in a hurry. Swapping over to the front. Got obviously the replacement button, which is pretty cool. Nice branded buttons. And then the whiskers, and they're fading to the edge of the pockets. Really, really fantastic. Little slot for a penknife in there. I typically keep it over here, but still pretty cool. And then down to the knee. Got some nice sort of whiskers coming off the sides there. At the bottom, not really any stacking, a little bit of highlights to the fades, to the creases. And the cuff. No wear to the cuff yet. It'll take some wear. Yeah, amazing. Absolutely amazing, the colour in these jeans. So that brings us to the end of the video. Really amazed by these denim jeans. I will one day pay a pilgrimage up to the UK Ironheart store, which is 100 or so miles up the coast in Gosport, just by Portsmouth. I really just want to go and try on some of their kit and buy some jeans and start them all off myself, because I genuinely believe they are worth the money. These have got no signs of fraying or stress. They're absolutely bomb-proof. It's a big ask, but £250, £300 for jeans, these are actually worth it. No doubt in my mind, they're fantastic. So I hope that's really useful. And thank you again to my benefactor from the Ironheart forum. I would name you, but I don't know whether you'd appreciate that. But very, very kind and thoroughly appreciated. And you've now got me hooked on Ironheart. If you haven't checked out my channel before, please check it out. We might share some other common interests. So quality footwear, denim, everyday carry, pen knives, fountain pens, cycling, guitars. We might share some hobbies, and please check it out. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up, and we'll see you for the next video. Okay, thank you very much. Bye bye.